Hello, everyone. This is all working. If you can comment, if you can hear me, that would be lovely. Check it out at the same time. I see many people are on. I see Sue, Holly, Marilyn. So let's see if this is all set up correctly. Tell me if you hear echo, if you can hear me, and so on. Here we go. Rochester, New York, it's here. Yes, yours should be there, Mary. It's been shipped. Let's hope that I can hear you fine. Awesome, awesome. Sounded great. Good. Because sometimes I get problem with echo, and I wanted to make sure that all is good. Sounded great. Awesome. So we got about 3 minutes, and we're going to be starting this. I just want to start it on my iPad so I can see what you guys see also. Always like to follow at the same time. Here we go. Now I need all these papers over here. Here we go. Perfect. I think we're on. Okay. Here we go. So yeah, I got monitor over there. So if you see me looking all over the place, yeah, sometimes I am lost looking for stuff, but a lot of time I'm looking at the comments or I'm looking at the the screen that broadcasts that. So I'm going to give you a little clue here. Let me move this. So then you guys going to understand a little bit better what is in the back of this. So that's the main monitor that it's going through it. So that's where I broadcast, and then it go to your TV. And here is my, oops. Is it reverse? No. Here it is. Now that's my big screen that I can watch it there. So that's where I look sideways. And also I got my iPad over there. And you see it's live there. So that's how this whole thing is processed. Many people say, I don't understand when people are live, they're looking at different places. Sometimes I can put my iPad in between there that I can see better. But yeah, so that's how the whole process is working. And with YouTube, it's almost a minute delay from what I see, what I'm seeing. So sometimes when I try to set just the camera at the right place, well, by the time I see what's going on, it's already a minute. I passed that setting. So that's why sometimes we have to play. So tonight, we're gonna make this lovely calendar, and I wish you guys can you hear it, how strong it is? It is a strong, strong calendar. So, and it is 11-inch wide, and the tallness it's 4 1/4. So it's not a little bitty calendar. I didn't plan on doing this class this year because I've been doing calendar class, I think, for the past 5 or 6 years. And I kept on getting the requests. And I was like, what to do? I didn't want to do the same thing over, right? So I would send them to the one in the past and so on. And so I decided, well, let's try to reinvent the wheel, but something new. And that's what I got. And I'm very pleased with what came out of it. So let's get started. All the measurement, all the product I'm using, all the product, I think I put it on my blog. Let me double check that. Not sure. Before I tell you all the product, it's on my blog. I'm checking that here. Yup. So all the product that I lose, it's right on my blog. So all the product, it's listed there. So tonight it and tomorrow. So I started this, started advertising like last week, and I started already shipping. If you place a qualified order with the hostess code, everything that's been placed till yesterday, whatever been placed today, that ain't been shipped yet, it's going to be shipped tomorrow. But this and tomorrow, this promotion, this special, or whatever you want to call it, and tomorrow. So with an order of $50, you will get the PDF file. So if you want to make more, you get all the measurement. You're going to get to download the calendar. And also, I'm shipping to you 2 kits to make 2 calendars. So that and tomorrow. And the hostess code, it's QNYCFGGH. And the hostess code, it's on my blog at FrenchieStamps.com. So you can go there. It's right there. It's with $50. Also with $50, you get a free choice of celebration product. Some people ask me for the PDF file of my regular monthly PDF file. I get the theme, Frenchie's theme, and I get the one Passport Pal. Well, that for both of them, it's $50. So $100, you're going to get all 3 PDF files. You're going to get 2 calendar and the celebration. Also, save the date, February 17th. That's a Saturday morning. That's going to be a mega online class. Should I say it? 32 cards. Yes, 32 cards we're going to make with the Petal and Passion kit. It's not a kit. It's a Memory and More kit, but I'm switching that all to cards. It's 32 cards. Also, this lovely box. See this box? And, well, it opened here. And it fit over 12 cards. I say over, depends, but, and all the cards are, you cannot see good the picture there. I got all my numbers because I was working on the PDF file. So that's why you see numbers on the cards. So when I was working, and get 4 different colors, that comes, save the date, 9:30 Mountain Time on the 17th. So now let's get started for tonight. Let me flip you down and around and so on. Need to move the cord first. And now I can see this is sideways. Okay, I think I got it. Want it a little bit higher. Just patient a little bit so I can get that straight up here. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is I print the calendar, and I already did 2 months because I figure it's, you don't have to watch me do all season. So really it's by season. You get 3 months per thing. And where the center here, in between each month, what I do, I place it on my paper cutter and I put that right in between. And they're very snug together. So I put that, I still feel that I don't see enough. Let me, here we go. Now I can see the top. Oops, that's crooked a bit. Well, just let me, here we go. That's make more sense to me. So yes, right in the center, I'm gonna cut that there. Now this one here, I'm gonna put that right there. And again, I'm gonna cut that right here. So I did that, oh, I can go a little bit lower, I think. I did that for all season. Oops, make sure. Here we go. Now that is done, The other part, I don't use my paper cutter. I just going to use my scissors there. And what I'm going to do is, oops, can you tell I was working on Valentine's and I had glue on this. We're going to cut that right at the line there. And right here. You know what? Let me clean those scissors because they're bugging me. Okay. Little interruption. What I'm doing, I'm using W40 here. And I spray on a rag. Not only that it remove all this stickiness, but too it loop your scissors at the same time. Just make sure that you don't pass your finger on that blade, but that work like a charm. Here we go. Okay, now let's keep on going. Okay, here where I just want to snip that where I start cutting and it got cut, stuck there. Here we go. Oh, one more over here. And the glue choice of tonight, I'm going to tell you right now, it is the multi-purpose glue, the Tombow glue. This part, I don't care. I'm going to use whatever, but most of it, it's the Tombow glue. Now, I got my backing here. That we're going to mount that on top, and if I remember correctly, it's 7 1/4 by 2 1/2. Yeah, it is 7 1/4 by 2 1/2. And again, I won't spend a lot of time on the measurement because it's all in the PDF file. And this is on regular Whisper white cardstock. Oops, see what I done? That's why my scissors get very sticky sometimes. And if somebody I see a question asking that, I'm just getting started, and if somebody arrived very late, the best thing is that they can rewatch it because it's hard to back up because then we're never going to advance if I just keep on going backwards. Now, the first thing we're going to do is do our 4 season. So let's do our 4 season. The first 2, it is sponge. So what we're going to do, I'm going to do like the winter one first. And I'm going to use Pool Party. Or Soft Sky. And you know what? Let's do Soft Sky. I had all my colors out here. I'm going to do Soft Sky. If it's not dark enough, I'm going to do Pool Party. And I just go about, not even about halfway, but about. And you see, I always start on my scrap paper. Many people say you get a tough time on the sponging, and the trick is start on the scrap paper. And then I'm going to do the spring, the top also. It's going to be more, but both of these seasons are sponge. The next 2 are drag ink. Okay, that's going to be done. Now I'm going to do a little bit of smoky slate for the winter one. Just a little bit because I think the winter, the sky, it's more grayish. Okay, let's get the bits here. I'm going to take the clouds here, and that's the mass. I'm going to put here, I don't want any of the big one, okay? So I'm going to take smoky slate again. just because I don't want the big one, I'm just going to move this a bit here. And it can get off the thing, that it's perfectly fine. Here we go. And we're going to do another one there. Don't worry about this. It's going to get covered. Okay, so we get that done. I'm going to put a little bit more gray in my... see, it's more like a winter. And if you notice, I didn't do snow for winter. I went with the 4th season of Texas this time. Usually I do snow. I decided to do the 4th season of Texas. Long way to go. I'm not sure what was going on there. Okay, now let's take Pure Pizzazz and just a little bit of Pure Pizzazz. I thought I had my... No, oh, it was right in front of me. Now I'm going to take my Pure Pizzazz. And this one also. This one's going to have more green just because it's spring there. Here we go. And you know what? I really maybe should take some of the... Here we go. I thought it would cover, but it's not that green. Okay, let's try this again here. Here we go, that's better. Took that cloud away. Okay, now for the winter one, we're gonna use some crumb cake. Because if you look at my grass right now, you're gonna say you shouldn't even put the green. I should have went all crumb cake, but sometime winter, it's not always this cold. So I'm gonna take my crumb cake. So it's start to die or it's start to come back, one or the other. I'm not sure which is which at this time of the year. Here we go. So now we got that. Let's do our trees. And the trees, I'm using the sheltering tree. I'm running out of space here. And I'm using a soft suede. So we're going to punch the tree. Here's one. Here's the other one. I don't know why, but I really mounted that cricket on my clear block, but that's okay, I can see through. Here we go. Put that there. Now I'm going to use, again from Lovely As It, not Lovely As a Tree. Did I say that? It's Sheltering Tree. I'm using, I call that the ground here. So let me reach for another block. And that we're going to use crumb cake. Oops. Here we go. And then for the next one, you know what? I need a paper. 1 second. For the next one, we're going to be using Pure Pizzazz. it a little bit. Here we go. Now I'm going to use those tiny little lines in these here. Those tiny little lines, and then the tiny little dots. Let's use that. I'm going to use that with garden green. The lines, we're going to use that with garden green. And that's for the spring one. What did it say? April shower, bring me flower. Right there. And then the little tiny dots. I get one in, I get rose red here. Some of the color maybe it's going to say differently on the PDF file. Depends on what I use on my original one. I'm just grabbing and go here. And, whoops, I need my cleaner. I'm going to keep it out here. And now the yellow daffodil. So you can see it's coming to life. Okay, for the spring one, I am not using all the leaves. And the reason why I am not using all the leaves, because it's not all full bloom yet. So what I mean by that, I am not using this here. I am not using this stamp set for the spring. What I use for the flowers, that's what I'm using for the leaves. I'm going to put that aside there. And I'm going to use some of Old Olive. And I don't know if I get some people from Texas or in this area. In the spring, we get what we call the red, is it the red oak? They come very, very pink in the spring. I mean, it's beyond gorgeous. So that's how I get inspired to use rose red. The red bush, red bud. Here we go. It is the red bud called. You can Google that and you're going to see what I say about that. It is beyond gorgeous. And it's going to be very soon we're going to have that. I stamp off the rose red because that was too red for me. So it's just starting. Voila. Now, that is done. For the, we're going to have some rain here. So for the rain, I'm using, I'm going to try to keep that there. I'm using Weather Together. We will weather together. It's some raindrops there. I'm going to take this and we're going to use Pool Party. But that's not it. We're going to have something else with that. Here we go. So that is done. This one here, we need a greeting on top of this one. It's You Warm My Heart, and you're going to see why I choose that greeting. And that's, again, it's from the Sheltering Tree. Oops, that's Thinking of You. I add the mix. Okay. And then I'm going to use the Inland Indigo. No, that's not it neither. Where is Thinking of You? Thankful for You. My goodness, I'm going to have them all before I find the one that I want, right? Is that the one? Yes, you warm my heart. Here we go. Voila. Okay, so the winter and spring, it's on the Inland Indigo. So we're gonna mount that on it, and we're gonna be able to roll to the next chapter. Put that right here. Something else go on this and something else come on this. So we're gonna go. Okay, I get a little bag with all this stuff in, and that's how your bag comes into. Here we go. And now you're going to see me use the two-way tip glue here. This is not fine tip glue. It is not fine tip in this. I use, let me think here, Tombow glue in this. And I can tell it's time for me to refill it. When my jar was empty, that's what I put in, just because I like to have, but use Tombow more than any other glue. I decided to put hearts because it didn't have leaves, but I thought that was just what it needed for January, February, March. And the little arts, if you're wondering where those little arts come from, it comes from the cookie cutter punch. Here we go. So now that is done. Let's complete those one, and then we can move along. It's going to be easier. So the heavy Whisper White cardstock, I'm going to take this and cut that at 4 1/4, right in the center here. So now we got 2. Now we're going to take this. Better if I remove this, I can see where I'm gluing. On mine here, I had put it with dimensional. See? And this one too. So I already put the glue in the back, so you could put it with dimensional. You know what? Let's remove that. Let's do this one first, so then we're going to be able to line up because this one is bigger. Okay, in your pad, you get 1 set of gold and 1 set of silver because the doily come in gold and silver. So I was like, what to do? I couldn't do all silver because then I would have to buy way too many pack, and what to do with the gold. So I said, that's easy fix. I'm going to do 1 in the gold and 1 in the silver. And this is just half of a circle, and this is the little one. So I just did a sandwich all together like this. Don't worry at the top if it's not just right, because it will become just right. Put glue in the back of this. Now decide where this is going to go. See, I'm keeping the bottom lift there. You just want about, I would say, a little nice border there. Take this, put that under. Et voilà. Now I can take this. I'm just seeing something that I don't like here. Here we go. Voila. Now we're going to use the stamp set Colorful Season. I don't use many stamp sets for this, but I use a few. And Just Breathe, I thought that was the perfect saying for winter. Just breathe. It's almost over. Just breathe. So I thought that was the perfect one. Et voilà. So, one season done. We're going to mount that in a minute on our, what I call our inch. I'm trying to pick up a little bit as I go because, you know, you saw my desk at the beginning. I don't have 20 feet table here to put it all. So, okay, now we're going to do our spring. Spring. So, I got Life is Beautiful thing. I think that it's pretty much say it all for spring. Well, that's my opinion. I think everything come to life in spring, so I thought that was the perfect saying for this. I'm going to take this, stamp that right smack in the, voila. And then, oops, let me grab the flowers. And now for the decoration of this, you see I keep on going to the Colorful Season. That's pretty much what I'm using. We're going to take the branch, this one here, and the flowers. Oops, not the long branch. Sorry, misled you there. The little branch. The little branch here with all those little flowers. Okay, rose red, because that was to match our tree. So we're going to use rose red. There. Stamp off here. So now we got rose red there. Now what we're going to do is just decide about where this is going to go. Just put it there. More up. You need it very up, this one. You're going to understand why. Now you're going to take your branch. Whew, almost put that in the red. Soft suede. Soft suede for the branch. Okay, now I'm going to take my circle, and the circle don't have really no choice where you need to fit it. It's just going to fit in between the 30th and the 27th there. See, that's why you're going to have that eye. That's the only way that it did fit. So now I'm going to take my branch. I know about where that's going to go. Put that there. Okay, now I can remove this and we can roll with it. What I mean by that, we're going to take rose red. ink here. Okay, I got rose red. The little one here, the little pointy one, that's go in the bottom, and the flowers matched in your opening. You're gonna see how it goes. It go right in your opening. Whoops. Here we go. See, it matched very good. Here it is. When your stamp is dirty like mine, sometimes it's tricky, but we're gonna get it, don't worry. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna wash this here. Now we're gonna mount this together. Let me close this ink pad because I can see something nasty is gonna happen there. Put my calendar on top of the ink pad. I would cry. Remember, you have to go almost at the bottom. You just leave a little border here. And again, between the 27th and the 30th. Okay, now I'm going to use the nice blinks. I saw it a minute ago. They were in my way. Let me look where I put it. Here they are. So this here, it's the glitter and clear epoxy. See the little raindrop in there? That's what we're going to use. And I wanted to mount it on this first, so it was secure there. Now what I'm going to do is take my scissors here. Must be windy because my raindrop was sideways. Here we go. Remember, I'm not in Cheyenne. I'm in Texas for this season, so I'm going to try to make it more straight. In Cheyenne, I would put that completely sideways. If you want to see rain coming sideways, just go in Cheyenne on a rainy day. It's funny, when we moved here, the first big rain, we were like, wow, it's coming down straight. Okay, that's those one. Let me reach for a few more here. Oh, they fly sometime. So you get one of the sheet that get glitter and one of the sheet that don't have glitter. And if you mix them, it doesn't matter. Here we go. Oh, maybe another one here. Can you tell, I really like those little raindrops. I think for the spring one, it just adds so much to it. Really, I should be done with it. Here we go. Voila. Okay. Now that it's done, now we're going to mount that on our flat. Okay, where is my paper? Okay, this year it's the inch. It measure, I want to say it's 10 inch. Yeah, it is 10 by 2.5, so I score at 1.25. This though, it's not the heavy cardstock. It is just the regular cardstock, so I score it. We're going to fold that in two, and this is very important that you reinforce this way. Open it up and reinforce. And the reason why, it's because it's going to go on both ways when you flip your calendar. So you really want to make sure that it go in. Yeah, you can mail the calendar with raindrop. They're very fine. They're less than a pearl. No problem. But this calendar here, going to have to be mailed in a big business envelope. 8.5 by 10, whatever it is. That's how you're going to have to mail that. And it's about $2.68, I think, to mail when it's done. But it have to be mailed like this. Okay, now open this up. Take one of your, it doesn't matter which one, you're going to take one of them. You're going to take the glue. Like I said, this need to be, I wouldn't recommend fast fuse for this. I wouldn't recommend snail. This is what I recommend. And you're going to understand in a bit why. Because you need to really be line that up very good so your calendar going to move properly. And if you put it down and if it's not just right, it's hard to move. And this is very strong on top of giving you the chance to move it. Not only that you can move it, but it gives you the chance to move it if you make a mistake. I line that up on my grid paper. And then I'm taking this. And I'm going to put it right there at my line. And it should go straight at the bottom. See? As long as you keep it straight at both ends, straight on the grid there and straight. Here I see I'm not straight. I'm going to pull down. So now I get the chance to really make that straight by just moving it. Now we're going to push on this. Take this. Just make sure the glue didn't ooze there. Take your bone folder. It have to be strong there. Now you're going to take the other one. Now, don't put it like face each other because one of the calendars is going to be upside down. So they have to be reversed because they're going to do a tent. Again, the second one and so on, it gets easier as you go. I'm going to put my glue here. You're going to see a little gap in between, and you need that. And you're going to understand why you need a gap. Take your bone folder again. We got the first part done. See how it's folding? Very nice. See here, you want that to make sure the glue is there. So make sure you push that all good. So what do you think? We get halfway done. More than halfway, really. Okay, now let me flip my calendar. Now the next one, it is dragging ink. So we're going to use the next two. Okay, the next one, it's done on Pierre Pizzazz. And it's drag ink. Well, I think I get two. Yes. Okay. So, first one, we're going to do Soft Sky. Take your hand. This, I call that the tray. And you see why I call that the tray. And this is kind of rounded a bit. You want the rounded part. Keep your paper down. Decide about where you want to go. Take this down. Just drag. And if you get lines like that, that is perfectly fine. I don't want a straight line. Here we go. And sometimes I want it even more marbleized. Take this again. Here we go. Now we're going to take Pierre Pizzazz. Okay, time for a door prize. So how can you, I wanted to do that in the middle of those season there. I'm going to have two door prize tonight. It is Advent Garden. And how can you win that? It's just leave us a comment what you think of the broadcast or where you're from. We cannot see if you're here if you cannot leave a comment. And to leave a comment, you have to be logging with your Google account. So Ollie's going to text me in a few minutes, and we're going to have one winner, and we're going to have one winner at the end. So we're going to announce a winner in the middle here, and one more at the end. Now again, Pierre Pizzazz. Is it Pierre Pizzazz? Yeah. And over there, go right about your line there, over, here we go. And those lines, it's perfectly fine. You want some mix in it. Here we go. All those lines, it's perfect. That's really cool because it looks like the sun is blending on one way. Now, we're going to take our tree. Here it is. We're going to stamp our tree in soft suede. And again, soft suede. Voila. The tree is done. Okay, now I'm using the leaf itself. And now we're doing summer. And for the summer one, I'm using Garden Green. Taking this. And watch, I'm going to do, for some reason, I don't like this one at the bottom. I just wipe that one. I'm going to do once, lift it up, go again, lift it up, go again, offset every time. So now you get a full bloom tree. Now for the fall, what I've done, I use, let me wash this here. I use Cajun trays. And I'm going to stamp off, but watch what I'm doing. Stamp off more rounded a bit. So see, someplace it's darker and someplace it's less. Again, I don't like the bottom one for some reason. Stamp this. So now I get the Cajun craze. Now I'm going to use crushed curry. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to stamp, lift it up, and stamp again. Et voila. So now we get the fall looking leaves. And if you want, you can always take the little one here and use old olive or garden green, whatever you prefer. I think old olive is going to be better because it starts to lose the, and you can add a few. Because it's always little stubborn leaves that take longer to fall, right? Now, while I get that here, I'm going to take, first let's do the little thing. Let me do the swing. The swing, it's done with early espresso. Oh, here it is. I got too many ink on my table. So I'm going to do early espresso for my swing. Wash this. And then I'm going to do the rake. Let me find the little rake. And I had to go in the shed because I thought the rake was silver or whatever. My rake was a bright green. So I'm going to take the rake here. And I'm going to put it just right here. Against the tree. So I get the rake against the tree. Oops. Okay, that's done. Let me remove this. Okay. Now what we're going to do, it's the, oops, we're going to take, not the green, because usually they don't fall till they're dark. I'm going to take crushed curry. Oh, we need our ground first. I'm sorry. I'm going to take old olive here. Might as well do both at the same time, though. Here we go. So that is done. Okay, now we can do the next step. You're going to take your, oops, I'm sorry, I just shook you good. The leaves, and let's pretend we were raking there. And a little bit that fell down here too. And now we're going to use Cajun crates. And you can do some of the leaf too with tangerine tango. So somebody going to be in the swing jumping in the leaf. That's what I was going for. Here we go. So now we get the little leaves there. And the rake. So this one is done. Now for the summertime, it's bite time. Okay, the bike body will be done with memento, black memento. And I like to do the whole bike, whatever, not the frame, but here we go. And I'm going to put it against the tree too. So the bike, it's against the tree. Voila. And then the frame, that it's in cherry cobbler. Used to have a red bike. Get some inky finger. I don't want that on my paper. Okay, here is the fork there, and then the body of the bike. So you match that point, you match that at the spoke, whatever the thing of the bike, I think it's the spoke and the fork, and this is where the handle are. Voila! it's one thing I have to say about the photopolymer. It's easy to match it. Okay, so let's mount that together. Here we go. I feel we had to stop to change a flat tire. It's not a flat tire. We ran out of gas. Here we go. Oh, forgot one thing. Well, it's never too late though. Forgot my son. And how are we going to do that without... I'm going to put the sun on this side here. So get more blue. Okay, watch. If you do a boo-boo like this, it's already mounted. If you don't want to unmount it, I'm going to take sticky paper here, Post-it note. We're going to put that right here at the top because I don't want that on my mat. Here we go. We're going to use Daffodil Delight. And this stamp set, it celebrates you. No, Amazing You. Amazing You from Celebration. This one here. Amazing You from Celebration. Oops. Let's hope that didn't stop. Here we go. So now we get our sunshine for the summer. Take this off and take this off. Voila! Don't have a mess. Okay, put that there. Now, fall. Okay, and those one I had already mounted before the live to the, oops, come back here, the months on my backer there. Okay, let's get our paper again. Again, this is heavy, or the thick, I said heavy, but really it's the thick Western white, and that's what makes it so strong. Now, You Make Me Smile. It is from the stamps. Oh, we still need that. You Make Me Smile. It's from the Colorful Season. And we're going to need also the other one. May all your tomorrow be as happy as today. So both from this set. So this one, it's on, this is Rich Raspberry. So I'm going to use, that fit? We're going to make it fit. Diagonal, Rich Raspberry. Here. Oh, I think you want to have it as high as possible, and you're going to understand. Move it as high that you can. See? And you're going to understand why in a second. So I got that one done. So that one is done. Now the next one is, it's tricky a little bit. The next one, you're going to, here's my, okay, this go with this. Let's mount that together right now. So, and this is on Rich Raspberry. Okay, this here, I'm using markers. And I need my foam. you still see there? Yes? No? Here we go. Okay. I'm going to start with the lightest color. That's going to be Cajun crushed curry. So I got crushed curry, and I'm using the brush tip. Okay? And I'm going to go like this. Next color, it's Tangerine Tango. Hey, was it one of the last event? No, I think it was one of the team meeting. I couldn't say Tangerine Tango. Here we go. And crushed curry. Not crushed curry, Cajun craze, Cajun craze. Okay, after you're done with this, very important that you off on it and stamp. Voila! See, you get all the different tone. Is that cool? So that's how I did whatever, the rainbow look or whatever you want to call it. That's how I done that. Now I sponge with that. I got a yellow sponge here. So okay, we're gonna mount both of them together. Take your cutter, put right the center here, as much as you can see the center there. It's going to be off a little bit. You're going to chop off a little bit, not much. Hold that tight and cut. Voila. You get both pieces. Now, let's assemble. So let's do the summer first. So now the other one, the month was pretty much at the top. This one, it's at the bottom. Just one of them though. Okay, so we're going to take our sun again. And we're going to stamp that right at the corner. Here we go. I want to bring to you a little something attention there. See, you get a empty hole there. I didn't like that. So we're going to use the marker. Voila, cover. It's all taken care of. Now we're going to take this, decide about where it's going to go there, and that's the same thing. This is going to go under though. But put that about where it's going to go, almost at the bottom. Take your branch again with soft suede. Up here. Now, the flowers, though, this time, it's going to be done with rich raspberry, because that is our match of our cardstock. Let me just make sure this was clean. Voila. And we're ready to assemble this one. Okay, I put my glue in the back of my months there. Make sure you put your glue in the back of this, because that we're going to have to do like we did the other one. Keep that empty. just start to put at the bottom. Look at it straight. Take this and slide it. Try to make that straight. Et voila. And that it's summer. Oh, I did October. Dang it. I'm going to find a way to remove that. I was so excited, I thought I didn't mess up. Okay? No, I didn't make that mistake by purpose so you guys can see it. I got a video just for that. So now let's do the right months. You want to make sure to pay attention to your months. Okay, July, August, September. Here we go. I just want to curve it. See, I'm just, because it got curved a bit. It's going to take care of it in a bit, but still, I wanted to do the bottom one. Okay, now it's very important. Go from the bottom and bring it up so we remove that bend in our paper. Et voila. See? Awesome. Okay, let's mount the correct month. Here. Okay, and then our fall. Gonna go at the top. Even I remove the glue on this. You want to make sure even when you unglue, it's still sticky a bit, but still add more glue. Fly. Okay, this is going to go at the top. Hold it there. Hold it. And this is going to go right at the edge. Here we go. Oh, no glue. We can fix that. What? Don't be afraid to use quite a bit of glue, because that's going to be last for here, you know. Here we go. And then this one. Straight here. It's cut straight, so you can put that straight. This one, it's sideways a bit, I think. Okay, so now the fun began, and it's almost done. Bring this, and it don't matter which one go with which one, because when they're going to flip it, they're going to flip it. Turn this over. We're going to do one month at a time. One season at a time. And this is very, very important what I'm going to share. You don't want no glue, 2 fingers, because we need the place for the inch. Let's say 1 finger to be safe, up to here. All this part here, it's a no-no for the glue, because you need place to have your easel to go in. So I'm putting my glue here. Take a month. Put that right at the top. And now The trick is to match each other perfectly fine. Flip this, make sure it's all straight, and really press this down good. Now the same thing with the other one. The side, just a finger on the side, and a finger on this side, and you want at least 1 inch open at the bottom. You need that. That's what's going to make your easel. Take this. So that's where your thumb will get very handy, because if you're not just right, then this, you're going to be able to make that straight here to move it around. Okay, let's press this. Now, while this dry, we're going to make our easel. See, it lay flat, it come up, it flip around. How nice it is. Make sure this is straight. Now, this here, it's the thick whisper cardstock again. I want to say it's 8.5 long, and it is 5.5, and you score at 1, 2 3/4, and then 4.5. Fold this in two, the center down. Okay, so you did the center down. This is going to be up, and this is going to be up. You get your tent. It's a little bit tricky to put it in first, just because you have to go just in between. So now, can you understand why you need it? Just like the finger on the side and 1 inch, because it's 1 inch that. So you need a little bit more than 1 inch in case if the glue ooze. And then bring it here. So when you're going to give that as a gift, or your co-worker on their desk, whatever, just make sure they know how to flip for the months. And voila. So now we get one on this side. Let's do the other one on the other side. And that, to be honest, I wouldn't put my easel in it for, I'm going to say, about 30 minutes. So just to make sure that the glue is very bond together. So soon I'm done, I'm going to take this one apart. But see, all done. How simple is that? So now we're going to do another drawing. Let me pull this. I'm going to talk to you a little bit, and we're going to do another drawing. You need to be present for the drawing. So let me tell you how you're going to claim your prize. Oh my gosh, Ollie, it is 8:09, well, 7:09 your time. I almost did it in an hour. Well, really, the project been done in an hour because I talked too much at the beginning, right? So, now you're seeing here we go. So let me show it to you. Voila. And voila, very strong a frame. Again, I'm going to give you the hostess code. So the hostess code going to get you one of those packages to make 2 calendar, and that end tomorrow. So you don't have time to sit on it and say maybe not, that end tomorrow. And the hostess code, it is QNYCFGGH. With $50, with the hostess code, you're gonna get the PDF file, you're gonna get the kit to make 2, and also you're gonna get a celebration. One thing that I didn't mention at the beginning, though I wanna make sure to mention now, it's if your order it's over $150, do not enter the hostess code. You're going to get the stamping rewards. Let's say on 150, you're going to get 3 celebration or 1 level 2 and 2 level 1 level 1, whatever it's. You're going to get the celebration plus the stamping rewards. That would be $15. And during celebration, maybe you and your friend want to combine an order together. Order over $250, you get an extra $25. So that would give you $50 of freebies of your choice plus the 5 celebration. So keep that in mind. And of course, you can join my team. That is the best deal out there. It is $99. You get 125 of product of your choice. Also, during celebration, you get 2 extra stamp sets. Now, that's not the celebration stamp set. Any stamp set in the catalog, not the bundle, stamp set, and not the hostess. So it can be a stamp set of $50, like Guy's Greeting. It's around that. It can be the big letters. It doesn't matter the value. You get 2 extra stamps, and it is shipped to you for free. So I get all the information on my blog right above. It's a question and answer to join my team. I would love for you to join. Absolutely. We just finished a card swap with the team. Unbelievable. So I do activity with the team. It doesn't matter where you live because my team, it's across 50 states of the United States. So everything I do, it's have to be done online or by mail. So if you're over 18 and if you're in the U.S., you're eligible to join my team, and I would love to have you. Now, let's see. Mary, that made me smile because I just mailed her a kit. Mary, oops, I lost Holly here. Holly, where did you go? Oh, I'm calling her. No, she texts me. Oh, okay, Mary Kruger from, I want to say Cornhusker. That's not right. Nebraska. I'm sorry, Mary. You know we call you that, right? Coming from Cheyenne. People from Nebraska, we call them the Cornhusker. So, Mary, you won one of the free stamp set. And now we're going to wait. That was for the one in the middle there. We're waiting for the other one. Holly going to text me in a bit. And while we wait for the second thing, save the date for February, whatever I said, 17. Do you guys want to see my mess? I bet you do. I'm going to show you my mess. So, you know, when I do that, I have to move you. So, see, I was dumping stamps there, dumping stamps over there, and then I got all over. So, when I say, let me find this, let me find that, that's what was going on. So, don't you think I did pretty good for all this big mess here? So that's what's going on at a live event. It is crazy, but it's fun. I absolutely love it. So I absolutely very grateful for Ollie at the other end. She's the one that answers all the questions. And then if it's something she don't know, she texts me. And also when we're done, the minute I'm going to turn this off, I'm going to call her and I called it, okay, it's time to debrief. So she's going to tell me, okay, this, they want to see this was the popular question, whatever. So she's going to tell me everything that happened. So I appreciate you, Ollie, at the other end, and everybody that helped too. I know a lot of you viewers that when somebody asks a question, another one answer, and that, thank you so much, because I cannot, when it's a big class, I say a big class, I mean in-depth class like this, I cannot watch the comment and then stamp at the same time, and that it would be no way. In the next class on the 17th, before you join in, it's a Saturday morning, get your coffee ready. Maybe you want to bring your thermos by your computer. I'm going to go for at least an hour and a half. Is it going to be longer than that? I think I'm going to stop after 1 hour and a half. But I think I'm going to be darn close to do the 32 cards in the hour and a half. And then the box, it's a special token in the PDF. So, but 32 cards in about an hour and a half, I'm hoping. They are beyond gorgeous. Trust me, they are gorgeous. So that's what's going on. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, it's a new video. Also, if you're not a subscriber, I would love that you subscribe right below there. It's that subscribe button. If you enjoyed tonight, thumbs up. I appreciate that. And I think that's about it, my friend, for now. So also, Thursday night, I'm live on YouTube. Not YouTube, Facebook. So if you go on Facebook, I encourage you to follow me at Frenchie Stamps. And I get all my links. You don't have to write any links down. Just go at FrenchieStamps.com. That's my blog. I get all the links there. I get the link for my Pinterest, Instagram, but where I'm very active, it's here on YouTube and on Facebook. Facebook, every Thursday night, except when I'm on vacation, I am live at 6 o'clock Mountain Time. And what do? Never have a clue. I call it create on the fly. So it's whatever. Last week was very popular. I'm looking. We did, and I did more after. I don't know where I put them, because I had done a bunch after. We're doing, oh, here they are. I show how to make the mirror image. That one sometime I download them on YouTube. And Sunday I do another a surprise from Frenchie. That's new. I started that, so I never know when I'm going to show up on that one. But if you follow me and you like my page and make sure you follow, then you would get notification. I show how to make the little cute mailbox. I did a bunch of them today. I think you can see on my table back there. I made a bunch of them. And that was the mirror image. See how cute they are? So that was done on Facebook too. So it's many places you can follow me. If you ran out of inspiration, I bet if you go on my blog, you're going to find some. So thank you so much for your support. I think Ollie buzzed me. Linda Ruiz, R-U-I-Z. Ruiz? I don't know how to say your last name, Linda. I'm sorry. But it's L-U-I-Z. So both of you, Linda, and that's from California. Linda is from California. And Mary, show them how to flip how to flip it. Email me at FrenchieStamps.com, your mailing address, and I'm going to put that stamp set in the mail first thing. Soon I get your thing. How do you flip this? Voila, this is the thing. Just pop this down, flip, and reinsert. How simple is it? Now I have to go down to put it in there, so I get a place to, you cannot see. I just had to put it on something so I can have a place to slide it in. And voila, back in. That's simple. That's how you flip it. So again, you just pull this up, flip your calendar. That's why we did an inch. And then you slide that back inside between the two and you got it. Very, very simple. If you want to mail it, I saw very briefly about the mail. This is what you're going to do. Oh, I don't have no more envelope here in the other room. Those big, I have more here. Yep. Here we go. So you're going to take one of those big envelopes and you're just going to slide it in. And what I've done, see it slide perfectly in. I put another cardstock at the front and another cardstock at the beginning. If you get cheap cardstock, that would be the best thing. Just keep it protected so it don't bend like this. So put a piece of cardstock at the front, cardstock at the back. You can leave a memo on those cardstock. And also don't forget to include this. Lay this flat. And it mailed perfectly fine. It don't mail like a card because it's not the size of a card. But it's very friendly to mail. Any other question? So I think that's it. Where's the calendar from? You can print the calendar online. It's many websites out there. You can print a calendar, freecalendar.com. It's many places you can print the calendar. I'm looking for more questions. I'm sure that was the most popular question, where to get the calendar. But like I said, online, it's plenty of them, plenty of site online you can download calendar. That's not a bought calendar, it's a download calendar. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for joining us in YouTube Live on February 17th. Bye-bye for now.